right. Should we
Yo, welcome to
start
Solace
now?
Podcast number 38. We got loads of good topics today. Good group of people. Let's go through some introductions. I'm Fico, I'm General in Solace.
My name is John Locke, also known as Kela, and also General in Solace, hunting some boar right now.
Yo, Daily, rank 15, tournament law.
Yo, Cooper, also 200 mil, second pager.
Rough.
That is
Andra.
unfortunate.
This is Andra, rank 4 UIM.
Necro, Lance Corporal in Solace.
Alright, let's go through some... What are you guys working on right now in game? I am doing some Herpal right now. Kind of burnt. So,
And
just
burn.
chilling.
Chilling some. What are those bots? Extended Andifier or?
Yeah.
Since I'm John Locke, I'm right now hunting some boar in game and
Of
in
course.
real life. Shout out to
So
Todo
base.
3.
I am doing some star mining on the Iron Man.
Let's go.
Nice. I'm doing a master clue and star mining on 6 ults.
What?
Oh my god.
At the pond, doing some barrel mets.
Yeah, right now I'm just running some cozy gold laps at the blast furnace.
Alright, cool. Everyone's gaming. We're gonna start off with the biggest topic right now, probably in the whole community. Shooting stars.
So, little background for those who may have not followed the thing too closely. When Desert Treasure 2 came out, there was like one of the bosses, the Duke. You could mine, you prepare for the fight by mining some stuff and preparing supplies. And that mining was like 10-11k XP an hour and basically 6 hour loggable. So you could just you just click the rock and you just AFK for 25 minutes. But with alleged methods you could extend it to 6 hours. And after a while, after a very very long while actually, it got finally patched, but at the same time they buffed shooting stars by making it so that it doesn't matter how many people are mining the star, it won't deplete any faster. Like before, if you had multiple people mining the star, it would deplete faster. So what do you think about this star mining buff? And let's talk about the recent changes in a bit.
I personally think that this was a long time coming. I think whenever stars were kind of like voted in, like everyone kind of knew that they would eventually tweak it a bit, make them better, because they're kind of shit on release, you know. Pretty much everyone just spammed it till they got the collection log or whatever they were going for. For us, we only went for ring. Really, like a clog guy. Then most people would go for the rest, but I feel like most people knew that they would eventually just buff the shit out of them, which they obviously just did.
Yeah, they went overboard in my opinion.
A little bit. I think it's like they went from one extreme to like the complete other. Like Duke
Yeah.
was AF like 10k for 6 hours, and this is just 35k or 2 clicks every hour. Like I'm not sure how like when they were addressing ways to like fix Duke mining, but also give the noob something to do. Like, I don't know how they came with this solution. It is pretty extreme.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's like completely different. Like, there's a huge difference between like this and like I feel like redwoods. Like, I think redwoods is like the limit for me. Like, this just goes so over the board. Like being able to just AFK for like 20 minutes. It's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And not only it's one of the hardest skills for people. So
Yeah.
this is like the wall maxing, you know, like mining agility, or like
Yeah.
the normal.
Yeah, well,
player.
that's why
Those
people
are like the
complain
big
about
boys,
it.
you know. This one just being kind of like given away.
Hmm.
I'm not a hater though. I don't think it's like really that big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't think it's like a terrible thing on its
I just
own.
hope that it's not bleeding into other skills.
It leads to a slippery slope.
I think it
Yeah.
sets a bad precedent. Yeah.
Yeah, personally, I think buffing stars was a mistake. I think that it was in a pretty good spot earlier. Not perfect and sort of dead content. It had a certain niche, like people who could like scout a solo star could just AFK for a little bit before other people came, but like the impact it has had on the game and like skilling in general, like it's just too much. And like I also agree, it's just way too AFK at this point. Or like after they buffed it, like we do have like Nightmare Zone in the game. That's been in the game since the dawn of time, but like it like in a way it could be like it's not like completely out of the question in my opinion to add like methods to AFK, but as long as they're balanced properly, then it's like sort of okay. But I think this is just way too overpowered.
It was a knee-jerk reaction. They just like pushed it out like within a few days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everyone was crying.
yeah, and I think like what they should have done is just nerf Duke mining and that's it. Like do nothing else, and like
Yeah.
maybe there's like some uproar from Reddit and certain kinds of people for a little bit, but they'll get over it.
But anyone actually asked for the changes to shooting stars after they nerfed Duke? Like,
Yeah, I don't think it was a.
did anyone ask for it?
Think of it was more of like a bartering chip.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
As like, sorry, we're nerfing this thing that a lot of you love. We're going to then buff this to make it. That makes sense.
Yeah. But since it has basically the star miners have been DDoSing the servers unintentionally though, but still like whenever there's like a high tier star in Prifdiness, like the world just gets to K-pop instantly. But this week they released a blog post about it, and they're gonna do some changes, which will be live next week on October 25th. So basically, they're gonna buff the mining XP just a little bit, but you get less Stardust an hour, and most importantly, they're gonna reduce the AFK timer, AFK time, which is now like the low tier stars. I think tier 1 is like even up to 24 minutes, but it's like around 50 minutes on average. And they're going to make it so that all tiers are 7-minute AFK regardless of the tier.
So as soon as it moves to the next tier, you have 7 minutes after you click.
Yes. So
Still Redwood tier, but
Yeah, it's still kind of.
what's the rate gonna be? Is it gonna be low? Is it gonna be like 35? What is it now?
It's
like 20?
higher now.
it's right now, like it's like at 99 mining and Dragon Pickaxe, you can pretty easily maintain like 26, 27k, and doing like some quick calcs, like it's gonna go up to 30k at level 99.
Yeah. I mean, one good thing about it is that most people that are going for like 200 mils aren't really doing this. I'd say this is going to be
I
I
don't
don't know,
know
I've
about
seen a few
that.
people there.
really.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I mean, it gets
a
the
slow way to
Stardust,
go about
right?
it. You know.
So, like, if it's better. I don't know. Maybe it's like good for them if they don't have like day out to mine or wood cutting. They just go there, get the Stardust, and they can
Yeah.
benefit from it later on.
Bones in their wrists.
I
you
mean,
know?
it's
It would
just
be like-
so OP that, you know, why wouldn't you abuse it? Like, that's why everybody's doing it. That's why all of the
Yup.
fucking normies are doing it, because it's so OP. Like, they're just gonna like, it's like fear of missing out. Like, you have to abuse it, or
Definitely.
because it's
Yeah.
gonna get nerfed.
Well, they also parked there for the past month.
Oh,
Shout out to Coxie for from the Star Miners.
I think he's loving the update.
Yeah, I think he's very, very enthusiastic about the star mining update.
Yeah, that's like another reason why I think it was so insane that they made the change they did, because like they know themselves that like 600 pop is just equals unplayable, and they just put an update on where like 5,000 people are trying to get into a 2K world. Pretty insane.
Yeah, that's one issue with like.
so how are they fixing that?
They're not with this like proposed batch. I just don't think that's fixed at all.
Yeah,
They need like multiple stars on each world rather than just one on each world, because people are just always going to hop for like a more preferred location.
I mean, they're gonna like standardize the rotation a little bit, or like make it more even. So, like right now, I might be talking completely out of my ass, but like right now, they come in like waves, and
Yep.
when you have like when you're at the near the end of the wave, like the most of the stars have been depleted, so there are only a few left, and that's like one thing that causes like people to hop to like to only a couple of worlds, because there are so few stars left, and when a new wave hits, you have like way more stars after that. So they're gonna make the star spawning spawns much more even.
I see.
Mhm.
Yeah, they for sure have to do something about the servers.
And
I mean,
also,
It's
Oh,
hard, right? It's bottlenecking. There's
Yeah.
2,000 people trying to get to a world. They're gonna have
Yeah.
to make it so 2,000 people are not hopping to the same world,
Yeah,
which is kind of hard to do with that way it is currently.
yeah,
People are like
Yeah,
Cooper
I
said, they're
mean-
just gonna go to whatever's best. Like if there's an
Exactly.
empty spot, like let's say like something, it's a good star. Everyone's gonna want to go to that. It's easy to get to, like just very easily accessible. So I don't know how to fix it, honestly.
in the blog post they said like they're gonna also make it so the XP an hour isn't affected by tier as much. Well, if you go to a higher tier star, it's gonna last longer, so you have less downtime in between, like scouting a new star.
See,
So, but like right now, how it's implemented, like the high tier stars, like tier 9, 8, and so on, like those give decent bit better XP an hour, but you get less Stardust an hour. But like the low tier stars, they're more AFK. You get less mining XP an hour, but they're more AFK, and you get much more Stardust an hour. So
the problem should fix itself.
yeah,
like,
and I
It'll
hope
fizzle
so.
out. Like everyone's not gonna be mining stars for 6 months. You know, there'll be another update where people will flock to that. Star mining stuff will slow down.
Yeah, they'll want something even better.
So
Yeah, and like well, right now, like I don't think the incentive to go for a high tier star is like the mining XP an hour, but just the fact that it's like the star just lasts longer.
all right.
Well-
Let's. Do you think they should add more 25 minutes? I mean, this is a pretty
No.
easy question.
Yeah, this
I
is a
think-
beast question. Should they do more of this?
But I feel like
What do you
they're
think,
like,
guys?
they're gonna do like more of like, it's definitely going in the direction of like having more of this like clicking once and going AFK for like 10
I
minutes
think-
or whatever.
That's like the biggest threat, right? Is that players are going to get used to it and want something like that, but even better. And Jagex will just bend the knee.
Yeah.
So my answer would be no. No more, please.
Yeah, please no.
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't view AFK methods bad as is, as long as they're balanced properly. But like there's a certain limit, like 5 minute AFK, yeah, whatever. But 25 minutes is definitely too much.
Yeah. People love
That's
playing
a
this
lot of
game and
time.
not doing
That's
anything.
a lot of time, bro.
Yeah,
Like- I can do a whole lot in 25 minutes.
yeah, same.
I don't know.
Yeah, like
I can do a whole lot in 5.
yeah, just you can just go buy some groceries in 25 minutes easily. So
Yeah.
I remember when Zaya Rune Crafting came out way back in 2016, I think. You could spend, you had like 3 minutes straight of AFK of mining the essence blocks, and I remember Vior making a video of him taking a shower in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yup.
So that was plenty of time to take a shower.
oh yeah, actually,
and they actually changed
Pierre
it.
posted a video about him taking a shower while mining.
And they actually ended up changing it. I'm not sure if that's because of the video, but they did something about it, and clearly, like, the mentality has changed since then.
Yeah, it's definitely changed a lot. Like, that's not really a 3-minute AFK. It's not really a big deal anymore.
I mean, even 3 minutes is still a lot.
That's
Like
what
that-
it should be.
Yeah, there isn't actually that much stuff that AFK. Like only thing I can really think of is like Karamban and well Redwoods obviously, but
How is Redwoods nowadays with the changes?
it is it's like a bit under 4.5 minutes of guaranteed AFK unless your inventory gets full.
You have the log thingy now, right? Or
Yeah.
whatever?
Well, you click the tree and after 4.5 minutes or so, it like when you get a log, it's gonna
Just
chop down.
randomly break. Yeah.
Yeah, you basically never get ragged by the tree anymore, so it's just
That's no
super
one,
consistent.
one dunes.
Yeah, no.
You go to take the shower, you click the tree, and you one hit it. It's
Pretty
always
much.
the best, bro.
Yeah.
So pissed. Come back to just one log.
Yeah. Yeah, and you only need 2 spots now. Like I mean, if you were like AFKing hard anyway, like you'd be fine with 2 spots. But now like you can have like as much people chopping the same tree, and
Most
it doesn't
people have
matter.
The bag, the log bag or whatever it's called. It's like the fish barrel for wood cutting. Do most
Yeah.
people have that?
How
How long does that take to get? 5 or 10 hours, maybe?
I don't
Nah,
really think
no,
it's that useful for redwoods.
Can you like drop out of it?
No,
I don't
you
think
have
so.
to. You have to go to the bank. At least right now. They might change it soon, but
Well, the woodcutting guild thingy, the boost from there was removed, right?
no, I think
Or did
that,
they re-add it? Did they find a way to fix it?
I think it's still there. But I'm not completely sure.
So I remember Ash saying there was some problems whenever they came out with the new mining ring, the Celestial. Get from stars. I think the boost with that like bugged a bunch of other skills boosts. Maybe they resolved it because they were saying like all the guilds were broken.
Yeah. Then again, there isn't like too much info about like how it actually works. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's the engine side. Like we're not like too sure about. So. Yeah. But what do you think? Should they go back to the 5-minute logout timer? Since RuneLight added like the extended login time, so you can Before it was like 5 minutes, and now you can extend it to up to 25 minutes. What do you think about that?
Oh man, people would be so upset.
I love it. I don't care, bro. I love the AFK timer on Ring Light.
Yeah, dude.
But I don't know. I think that's very nitpicky to be mad about.
It would be crazy to go back, to be honest.
I think so too. I like it. Like if you like go do your laundry real quick or something, you come back, it's been 15 minutes, you're still logged in. It's nice, you know. I think it's fun.
Especially if you're on multiple accounts. If you go AFK and you just all the accounts are logged back in, I just want to turn the PC off.
You don't want to play again. Yeah. Just like I'll just go to bed.
The Jagex launcher kind of fixes that though. With the one-click login.
Yeah, that's nice too.
Yeah, definitely with alts, even though I barely play mine. But like, especially if you're doing some PVM or like just having like Slayer alts and stuff, like having to log them all back in sounds very age. So
yeah, it would be weird to go back for sure. Even though like it would kind of fix like the issue, in my opinion. I feel like you never really need to AFK for longer than 5 minutes. But yeah, I mean it's really nice though, dude. Just like not have to worry about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine. As long as your character stops interacting after, let's say, 5 minutes or 7 minutes now. But yeah, ideally, AFK method shouldn't be more than 5 minutes, in my opinion.
Yeah, just stop making things where you can sit there for 20 minutes and the timer's not a problem.
Yeah.
should we move to the next question?
Sure.
Yep. How do you feel about the potential changes to Volcanic Mine, Blast Mine, and Volcano? So pretty much revamping all of the mining stuff.
Has this been proposed by Jagex already?
They mentioned it in a blog post.
Yeah, they mentioned about it in the same blog, the Shooting Stars blog.
Okay. Have they said any like ideas?
No.
Or it's just like a general how do you guys feel?
I remember hearing Mod Goblin talk about like just making like VM more accessible. He mentioned changes like adding like an interface for roles or some like short tutorials and stuff like that.
I had like the fucking thing from all the raids. Party.
Like create a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean, maybe.
that would be sick.
Something like that I think is totally
Add
fine.
that and that would be so nice. I hate the VM Discord. I love a few of them in there, but it is a pain to use, man.
Yeah. Majority of them have no hands and lick windows, so it's pretty unlucky.
I just don't like having to use a secondary app to play the game. I think that sucks.
Yeah.
I understand having the Discord for the information, like learning and stuff, but I just don't like. That's what I don't like about it. That was always a pain to me.
Yeah, no, like back in 2021, we had the Solace teams going for quite a while.
Nice.
Yeah, that was beast. Like just doing fucking VM with the boys all day.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I didn't mind the Discord that much, but like I can definitely see why some people hate it.
Well, thinking about like the casual players, that's kind of like the wall, right? They just don't want to touch the content because they just can't even fathom joining a Discord to get on a team or learning a role or something like that, like with external sources.
Yeah, and passing the application.
Yeah.
Application to Harvard, basically.
Literally.
Yeah, they definitely need to like make more methods more accessible. Like I think like Blast Mine, like I don't feel like the normies even know that thing exists. Like it's a pretty good piece of content, but just like I don't know, they need to add some way to guide people towards like more of the methods, not just like everyone do star mining now. I don't know. It's hard though.
Maybe add some depth to Blast Mine itself. Like right now it's like pretty straightforward and simple,
Yeah.
and there isn't like much skill gap in that method. You just it's been a minute since I've actually done that content, but like you just put the dynamite in the on the wall and blast it open and just deposit the ore, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
maybe
forget
like
that
what
method
we-
is even a thing, like all the time.
Yeah, maybe with like a volcanic mine, they should definitely add like some sort of a tutorial or something. I don't know.
Something, bro.
Yeah,
This is very complicated.
And maybe nerf the XPNR just a little bit,
Yo.
since Crystal Pickaxe has made it kind of overpowered.
Bring
Like
it back to 82k.
the
Good one,
I'm
bro.
not biased.
82k.
82k. But Zalcano is maybe a little different story, since I view it as strictly like well, kind of a non-combat boss, since you don't actually like attack it with like ranged or melee, but it functions like a boss.
I don't have many thoughts on the volcano. I think it's more of a third world,
yeah, Venezuela.
anything of RuneScape.
That
Yeah.
one caught me off guard. Like,
Get
I
the
don't
pen
know,
and get
man.
out of there.
I don't know who's asking for like Volcano changes, but they brought it up in the blog, so
Yeah, they're talking about it on Reddit too, or like the Reddit community is talking about it, not the mods.
I hope they don't buff it too much that it becomes the meta for Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean right now it's like it gives some decent supplies, but it's like by far from being efficient, in any way.
Yeah.
How
you-
hard would they have to buff it to make it change Iron Man smithing meta?
A lot.
Like crazy hard, right?
Yeah, crazy hard, and every kill you get like 1k gold or something stupid like
yeah,
that.
I figured, yeah.
Like right now, it's just you get the tool seed ASAP and just dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have to
rare is
see
that?
when they submit their proposals next month, is it? What they intend to change.
yeah, hopefully we'll know more by then.
Alright, shall
So
we
right
get to
now
the-
it's
the
just kind
big
of
section?
speculation.
Yeah, let's move on. Next topic, we got sailing. Got a new skill coming. Very exciting. Let's go.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
So excited.
Let's go with some
Wow.
overall thoughts first. What do you guys think? Bailey can go first.
I can go first?
Yeah.
Wow, I hate this, actually. I really don't like sailing. I voted no. I haven't enjoyed any of the blogs that have been posted. I think it's a resume builder for the Jagex mods. I really don't like it. That's pretty much it for me.
Yep, I am pretty much the same. I didn't like any of the three ideas they put up. I didn't think any of them like sounded like a great skill. Some of them had a bit of promise, I guess, but none of them sounded like too great to be a skill. I just don't really have the faith that they can pull off a new skill either. Because like looking at the the last couple of updates, I feel like the majority of the community are just completely let down with how they've brought new updates to the game, and they want to bring a whole new skill. Like I just think it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, I had some hope. Like if they can get the right people to work on it and make like good design choices early on, then it could have a lot of potential. But then Forestry drop, and I was like instantly, yeah, this is just gonna be dog shit. Like all the faith or the hope I had before Forestry, like that was just instant gone.
Just died on the spot. Yeah.
I also have little faith in the anti-cheat team. With the competitive rank 1 aspect. I don't know. I don't think they're having trouble with people killing Fasani's Nightmare 30,000 times in Addy armor. I don't think they can control the shit that will come along with skill.
Yep.
That's just what I think. I think they need to probably 5x the anti-cheating team or something.
Well, they
I
just
think
need
it's-
to actually do something. Like,
Yeah, or
there's
just
accounts
do the
with
job.
200 mil thieving, all from Fires. Probably some
Yeah.
of Agi done, all from Serp. Hunter, there's thousands of Hunter bots with 200 mil Hunter, like,
Mining
still
monks.
hunting post.
Stuff like
Every,
that.
like, most PVM encounters, especially the instance ones, like, there's just so many bots on this game, and it amazes me how they just can't pick those up, yet they'll send false bans out to legitimate players. Like, I really don't know what's going on with the system.
It's getting out of hand for sure.
I've heard rumors that they are banning less bots to boost the player count to sell the company.
Yeah, I mean, that's also the main
That
thing. 'cause,
sounds completely realistic.
yeah,
Honestly.
they are currently
So
trying to sell the
excited.
company, so the higher player count like inflates the numbers to the people they're trying to sell to.
Those bots gotta pay membership.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, well, back to sailing.
Yeah, I'm basically the same. I voted no. I kind of just also lost all hope when the whole forestry thing happened. I don't necessarily hate the idea of a new skill. I just wasn't excited by any of the ones that were proposed, and I also don't think they can pull it off.
Yeah, I thought sailing had like the most potential out of the three, or well, I should probably say it seemed like a least bad option, so I voted for that. But for a new skill, I voted no.
I mean, thematically, I think it's better, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't even remember the other two. One was like some
Shamanism.
Shamanism.
Taming.
that one seemed okay for like the PVM stuff.
The
Taming
Thralls
was just a
expansion skill.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it was. I don't know. I think thralls are fucking awesome, but
I mean, they are pretty insane.
I love thralls. That's like one of the I like the animation. I
Yeah,
like
they're pretty cool.
yeah, I think that's a cool update. I know it adds a lot of DPS, but I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah, I think like sailing. I definitely voted no. I think a big reason why I just voted no to it is just like kind of like a selfish reason of I just don't want them to add a new skill. I've been looking forward to like finishing 4.6, and it's just like if you finish it, then it's like you're done with skilling. But
How do you still have Herblore left, man? This is criminal.
There's
I
a
was
More
actually-
mill
just
XP.
the PS left.
Doing Herblore.
Can
you grow up, man?
Exact same. Just before we started.
What is happening?
I'm chilling. But I feel like sailing is also just sounds so ambitious. I just don't really think that they're gonna like get it right. I think like I feel like it's gonna come out like either it's gonna come out and it's gonna be like super empty and there's like nothing to do, or there's just gonna be a bunch of like random stuff that's like super unfinished. I don't know. I don't really
Yeah.
trust that they can.
It'll take years for it to be developed, I think.
Yeah, and everyone is looking for the skill to be like something completely different from what the skills currently are, because nobody likes skilling. So this has to be like some groundbreaking thing, like where it's just like just different from the current skills. And I don't know, very ambitious.
Yeah,
Oh.
I voted for sailing in the first poll between three skills, and then I don't think I participated in the next one, which is to say yes or no for sailing. But yeah, exactly the same reasons as Keller said. I was a bit optimistic about sailing out of the three, but then yeah, I just didn't like the proposals.
So Bailey and Cooper, since you have finished 200 mil all and you have the rank in place, will you get 200 mil sailing after it's released.
Definitely. I will. I don't know. I mean, I play this game like all the time, man. So it'd be pretty retarded of me not to just do the new skill.
Yeah, I feel that.
Well, what about you, Bailey?
No.
No.
I will not. I have a real life job now and all that stuff. I don't think I can hang with the neats and go for a high rank, and that is what I prided myself on. A lot of my skilling, a lot of the motivation came from smoking people. To put it bluntly. Yeah, I have no interest in a second page rank. I can keep the ranks. I'll do it slowly, sure, in my free time. But currently, I am a grown ass man. You know, I can't play 120 hours a week like I used to. I don't have the time. And quite frankly, I hope that this isn't the case, but I just don't think it'll be that fun. If it's like Hunter and awesome and super fun, and I can get off work and be motivated to play 8 hours, sure. But I just don't see it.
Yeah, it's not going to be fun to train, but hopefully it'll be quick. Just because the noobs love quick skills. There's no way they make it slow.
This isn't going to be like a Slayer or Elections where like you're just loving it, you know?
Yeah.
In the boat, basically. Probably gonna be like 150k to 100k XP an hour range, if I had to guess.
Me too. That's what I think too. 1,000 hours or so.
Okay. How do you think sailing will be trained, or hope it will be trained?
I honestly have no clue. Like, I vaguely remember when I glanced through the one of the sailing blogs. There was like something about like the racing others with sailing that could have like some potential, but honestly, I have no clue.
You guys feel the blogs are like very hard to follow?
Yeah.
The sailing stuff?
They are definitely very
I
long.
feel like they're
so long as well.
Incredibly hard to.
There's a lot of words with like very little being said.
Yeah, exactly.
We just get like
typical
images
British
with
behavior.
word fonts now.
It is just
Information
a
overload
whole lot
to-
of words. Yeah, man. Like, I have no clue.
I feel like they just haven't said anything about like
Yeah.
what it's gonna be at all. Like nobody has
I
any
agree.
idea. I feel like they don't even have any idea.
Well, they like said themselves they're not even gonna like start any development until it passed. So there's just nothing for us to look at ever.
Yeah.
We just like perma had to like stare at these weird pictures and try to comprehend what they had in their head.
Yeah, that one like 5-second demo where he's moving around on the boat.
Yeah, like what are we supposed to do with this?
He's
bro?
on a boat.
Looked so good, man.
What's the gameplay loop? Yeah, literally.
As long as it just doesn't have a ton of multi-skilling at like the top end for the methods, I'm fine with it. Just decently fun. They can manage that. Good enough for me. Just don't ruin the rest of the game.
Yeah, just like don't have a bunch of like OP multi-skilling stuff.
So how do you think the high scores will be done when it comes out? How do
I
you
think it'll just be the same as RS3, just a whole new batch.
I think so too.
Yeah.
There will
I
be
don't
no
think they're
legacy
gonna
high
do-
scores. and
Yeah.
I don't think there should be. The top front page of any skill release will never be a reflection of the best players in the game. It's just pointless to have some legacy high scores,
Yeah.
in my
They-
opinion.
They did talk about like adding like the like something on your like high scores page where you like see like the old rank. I don't know.
Yeah, like an icon for top 50 or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know if that's like
Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
I don't think it doesn't really matter.
Meaningless.
Yeah, if the
Yeah.
first thing you see is like the current high scores, it just means nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Sure.
I would definitely like to see like some kind of grace period to get your old rank back. I think that would be like really nice. But then again, I really doubt they're gonna add anything like that.
Yeah, very low
It is-
chance.
Yeah, very low chance. It's just gonna be like RS3.
I would agree.
What do you think, Andre?
Yeah, I think it's fine if they're going to keep like an archive of the high scores before the new skill. But yeah, no, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's gonna be...
But with the grace period, who would then decide how long you'd be given before you have to get 200 mil? Like, who decides that?
I don't know. Which would have to be like come up with a random amount of time.
Yeah. So they created a Discord channel for the skill. Did anyone from 200 mil community join that Discord, or did anyone bring that up?
None of
I
us
haven't-
were chosen to be
Yeah.
on the board. Our friend Dudash was, but
Yeah,
No
Didash
one-
is the only person I recognise from like the 50 people they just plucked out of a random hat. So GG.
Right.
it's unlucky. I did sign up for that though.
Same. I did too.
Okay, well, the way sailing was bought was kind of interesting with it being in the middle of all of the other questions, and they
It is very interesting, isn't it?
lowered the threshold for it to pass. What do you guys think? Was there,
I think it definitely looked very sus. To say the very least.
I mean, it's obvious, right?
it feels a bit obvious too.
It's what was it? Question 9, question 8.
Question
Six,
Question
I think.
six.
Big
Yeah.
question 6.
Yeah, I remember I was in real life with Dudash at the time when this poll dropped, and I was enjoying my vacation, and I literally had to tweet about it and flame them because of how cringe that is. I'm very upset with that. I don't know. Why not put this is the biggest update ever. The game.
Yeah,
Why would it not get its own separate poll?
yeah. There's no reason other than like trying to manipulate, I think.
I agree. It's obvious manipulation. There's no doubt about it. I don't know. The polling system's doomed. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Like-
no point.
And the threshold changed like 2 months or something before this was polled. Is that right?
It changed
Correct.
2 months before they announced like a new skill.
Oh, okay, I see.
Before they announced like the taming and shamanism and sailing ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just glaringly obvious then.
Yeah.
And I think the 70% threshold is just meaningless. Like everything's just passing. Like if you look at the recent poll about the Cox changes, like everything just passed like very clearly. Like if you actually have like a proposals that people like genuinely like, then like they're gonna pass. Like
Yeah, it's like 95% if it's a good one.
yeah, like I think like most of them, if not all, were like above 90%.
Yeah, if I just see
That's
something
crazy.
even hit the poll, I just know it's coming into the game.
Pretty much. I mean, every week. Everything's all green, boys.
Yeah.
Every
Same
week.
tweet every time. But I'm actually surprised how close the sailing was. Like it was like 72%.
We almost
They had to
it,
make
though.
it believable.
We almost had it.
That just made it hurt more. Not gonna lie.
I was sure that it was gonna fail, man.
I had no faith.
I mean, some new skill was gonna come into the game regardless. So
Eventually.
Without sounding like really elitist, I think there should be some kind of threshold in like playtime or account creation date to participate in these polls.
Oh yeah. I was
like that.
watching a streamer called Moon who started streaming old school. He was playing it for the first time, and after like a week of playing, the sailing poll came out, and he was like able to vote on it. I don't know. I feel like that just felt so ridiculous that somebody who has played the game for a week can just vote on a poll, even though like he has experienced like 5% of the content in the game. I just feel like there's no point like
I mean,
him voting. Like,
think of it in terms of like presidential elections. You gotta be 18 years old, and this guy's a week old.
Yeah.
Vote for the president.
Sure.
Fair point.
Just need 300 total and you can change the game.
Should we move to next one?
Sure.
yeah.
Have next on the agenda Desert Treasure 2.
PogChamp.
So, what do you think about Desert Treasure 2? Well, I can like say that I haven't done the quest yet, so I don't have much to think about about the quest. So
Yeah, I did it like maybe like a week after release. I felt like it was a lot of fun. Like a super like such a big update. It was very cool. It's kind of really made me like want to like try out PVM after I finished killing, like for sure. Like it like I was kind of sad that I was missing out like the hype of the new bosses and stuff. Like it was super cool. Like the bosses looked really cool and stuff. But yeah,
I like that they dropped 4 at once.
yeah,
I think that
was like
really
such a
cool.
huge.
I think the drop table thingy was kind of off. I don't really like that much. I don't know. But I think the dropping 4 bosses at once is really cool, and I think all the bosses were really well made.
Yeah, I did the quest a couple of weeks ago, just because I want to get the 300 quest points for the extra Slayer block. So yeah, the quest was really good. I thought Jaggers did a good job on the quest. I like the bosses as well, even though I don't think I'll farm them. And I don't think there was any bugs upon release, which is a win. At least there's no rollback or anything, so which is kind of rare.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was well done.
I didn't do the quest. I did do the Bardorvis bit though, so I could use like the OP strength ring. I had fun with that part, but I have 0 experience with the rest of it.
and I think Cooper is the most experienced here. So
True, I have all the pets. I am the master of Desert Treasure 2. I thought the quest was pretty nice. I did that on release. I found it pretty fun to do like the guideless quests on release, especially like the Grandmaster ones. That was pretty fun. The Shadow Realm part was pretty AIDS though, with no guide. But yeah, the bosses are fine. They do get a bit boring like after a while, but like I think for the most part, like the unique mechanics that they have is pretty good.
so what do you think about the awakened versions of the bosses? Like the much
that
harder
was-
versions?
That was a pretty good challenge. Definitely, like I mean, I definitely probably should have waited until the orbs weren't like 4 mil each to do it. But no, I enjoyed the challenge. It was pretty nice. It was like the same sort of thing you get going for like your first Infernal Cape, like just running head first into a brick wall, but then just finally understanding how everything works. Definitely felt rewarded with like the kits, because like the day after I got it, they changed how Torva looked, and regular Torva just looks retarded now. So I am very happy I don't have the Chorva.
Yeah. So and I have to agree. The Blood Torva looks pretty beast.
Yeah.
With the max melee setup. Especially with what's it called? Hard mode top kitted side.
Yeah.
It's like you look Thanos in that gear.
Does look pretty special, yeah.
I watched on release. I watched like a couple of streamers like kill the bosses, and like my impression was that like they were like very well designed. But
I agree.
I can also see they might get a little boring after a while, but that's like if you just camp one piece of content for long enough, then that
Yeah,
might.
exactly. All
That's just
bosses get
everything
boring in the
eventually.
end.
Yeah, exactly. I like the drop tables. I think it's like pretty much spot on. Like I am a fan of like that kind of drop table. Like you don't. That's like mostly about the uniques and not so much about the supplies.
Yeah. No,
But,
I agree because like they said going into it that the drop tables are going to be more nightmarish like rather than like Vorkath or Zora. So you're just there for the uniques to make money. So
Yeah.
I wasn't really like surprised or anything. I did think it was pretty dumb that they made this whole like stance on how unique the way that you get the rings is, and then they just pretty much went back on it like a week later and just cut the rates in half, and just the rings are worth nothing now, pretty much. So that isn't really that great because I mean there's 4 new bosses and they're not really that profitable.
Yeah, I mean, then again, like they are like relatively rare still, and especially the Virtus species. But of course, like everyone's gonna be killing the bosses on release. So
Yep. I mean, yeah. Also, going back to the bot detection, after like 2 weeks of them being out, all of them were just being camped by bots as well. So it really makes you think what's going on with their detection. That's also a
crazy.
reason why the stuff is very cheap. They've just got Thanos bots running around killing them 24/7, like every other boss.
yes. Well, but as the rewards themselves, what do you think about them? Like the full Virtus, the new rings, and the Soul Reaper axe?
The Virtus is so OP for Slayer. It's crazy. Like the Paras
Yeah.
tasks are insane.
I
now.
have seen some crazy XP and hours on Twitter, bro. That is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
That must be quite the buff.
It's
Do you
insane.
know the max hit now with Barrage?
I don't know the max hit.
48.
What? We're hitting 50s with Barrage? Jesus.
Yeah, I think with like if you have the tormented bracelet, it goes up to 50
Wow. That is
on Dask.
ridiculous.
It's nuts. It's like so broken. For
Out of the
Dask.
smoke stuff, I think my max was 44, bro. Something like maybe even 43.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think the axe was a bit of a letdown. Like it's a cool idea, but it's just not good enough anywhere. Like I think Vardovis is the only place where the axe is actually good at.
Yeah.
They keep
Yeah.
dropping these items where they're just flops. Like Harmony
It is.
Staff.
It's best in slot
axe.
in at Blood Belts if you're cannoning them, and Sukos I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not like by a lot, but it does save a lot of money if you're not using Sight though.
Mm-hmm.
The new rings are. I'm actually like happy that they finally made like rings that give mage and range strength. Because
Mm-hmm.
our Archer's ring and Seer's ring are like completely useless. Like you never use them. So, but even is it Venator ring and Magus ring?
Yep.
I think the range and mage one. They're not. From what I've gathered, they're not actually that good. Because of Lightbearer and like usually you wanna like have a melee ring instead.
Mm-hmm. The Magus ring is actually pretty good with the shadow, just because of how the shadow works. But without the shadow, it is pretty dog. And also the Venator, although it has like the range strength, like you just don't get anything out of it. Like range doesn't work like how magic does with the shadow. Like there's no multiplicative bonus. We're just already like maxed out on range damage. Like half the time the Pegasians are pretty cosmetic. You don't even need those. It's better to take Devouts in places. Sometimes it's not even worth wearing the assembler. Like we have way too much range bonus from what we already have. Like these items don't do anything. I don't think the ring even gives a max hit on Task Inferno, so pretty useless.
Yeah, but the Magus ring is definitely like good for like Barrage Slayer.
Definitely.
and same with the melee ring, the altar ring.
Yeah, I do think it was good that they made like the Warriors ring one, the Bellator. Like, I'm glad that they made that like not completely awful, like how the Warriors ring is. Like, it does have its uses, so I'm glad that they found like a niche way to make that viable rather than just auto camp everything.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool too. So, should we move to the next one?
Yeah, let's go.
Yo,
Varlamore has been announced. Don't really know too much about it, but what do you guys think? Is there anything interesting you're looking forward to with the release of Varlamore?
AKA the new Zeya expansion.
This is Hunter Guild, yeah?
Hunter
Yeah,
Guild in the Colosseum, pretty much. Yeah.
Can you give me more info on the Colosseum? I haven't.
Do you remember seeing anything on Twitter ages ago about the Blue Inferno from Game Blast?
Yeah.
It's
Is this
basically
what it
that,
is?
like a watered down version. Well, basically that idea coming into the game, pretty for the most part.
Well, with a different theme though, like it's not like related to Zars. I don't think
No.
it's more like the
Yeah, I think they've just got given the
Roman
Blue Inferno
Colosseum.
nickname because it like that's the environment that they used, and it was just blue. So like, just from looking at the picture, it looked like a Blue Inferno, but it was just like a PVM wave challenge.
So we
Like,
have
there's
the
like 12 waves or something.
ranged D Warhammer coming out, the better proselyte, and cape ranged best in slot.
Yeah, the rewards for it, like they do not film with hope at all. I mean,
These seem very mid.
yeah, the rewards are pretty dope.
Very mid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, there was like some crystal you could attach to like guardian boots, and those would give like recoil damage or something. but like,
We're really
like
running out of ideas.
yeah, when I was looking at
This better
the
be very easy content, I think. I don't know. These rewards are very. I don't know. The power creep is getting quite up there, though.
Dude, we need new boots. We don't need another cape. We need new boots. The Serb crystals aren't it anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Maybe a new
Yeah.
amulet.
Give me the blood anguish.
Yes. Put it in the game.
Yeah, I also think like adding new boots instead of these would have been a better choice. Like Cerberus is like at this point it's like super old content.
Yeah.
Very, very
Like
old.
it's like how
getting
old?
to
Like
10 years.
2015?
Yeah.
like 8 years. Like literally 8 years. Like,
Imagine wearing the same kicks for 8 years, bro.
yeah. I mean, then again, Primordials do look pretty good. So.
They are. I think they're cool. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, they're like the only ones that are really used. Like, pegs are pretty cosmetic, and so are Eternals for most
Yeah.
places. Like, you just don't bring them. So,
Yeah, Eternals
know.
are absolutely useless. But like I think the Fortis Colosseum has a lot of potential. Like they're definitely like pretty good at making this kind of PVM updates.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're getting.
Yeah, they definitely have like more experience now with the DT2 Awakened bosses now too, and I feel like it's probably going to be really good for the high level PVMers.
Yeah, and in best case scenario, it could be become like something like you have like the Inferno speedrunners, and you could have like that sort of challenge going on with that content.
Yeah.
But as for adding new land areas, I mean, it's eventually going to happen, but I think they should focus a little bit more, like revisiting existing areas, especially in Zeya. Like even though it didn't add too much to Hosidius, but the Hosidius rework and the Shazen rework after that, I think those were like pretty good updates.
I agree.
In general. Especially Hosidious, like it actually feels much more old school after the updates, and before it was just fucking.
Looks good. It
Yeah,
really does.
it looks good, and it's like the right size. Like all of Zaya is just huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that shit came out, bro, holy,
That was
Dude.
so
that was rough.
20 stamp pots to get to one place to the other.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. Like when you play early game Iron Man, like and you got to say you're just you're just depressed. Like
You're
it,
tired.
yeah.
I think they probably have learned from their mistakes with like Seiya and Fossil Island, so hopefully they're like gonna be prepared with like content, and so it's not gonna feel empty and big and just a bunch of nothing. But yeah, I mean, new land areas are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
I think it's fine to expand as long as they have ideas of what they're going to put there. Because like when Zaya came out, there was nothing in there, and it was just
which is
so
like
fucking big.
the favor stuff. Like was the only thing to do.
Yeah.
And at this point, like the favor system is pretty pointless. It's just like you do this chore, and then when you're done with the favors, you just never think about them again.
Yep.
Like one thing I would like to see, for example, for Seiya is just like this. I think this was 2017. You used to have the Neve Slayer cave, like the big ass cave, which had all the Slayer monsters, and then they like put the monsters into new locations and made the cave a lot smaller. I think something similar to Catacombs would be pretty cool. So you only have like a few mobs in the Catacombs, but you have like more like you have the monsters more spread out in Zeya. I don't know. That's probably like too low priority for the dev team. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the blog mentioned there's the Fortis Coliseum and the Hunter Guild and some like demi bosses, but that actually seems kind of little for another massive expansion. I'm not sure how they're going to fill it.
I think it's like just like the first part of it, like first part of the island.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think so. I don't think they're releasing like the whole thing at the same time. I don't.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
like
think
their
they
whole
said it's
idea
coming
with
in
it.
batches.
It's all in segments or whatever.
Oh, fair enough then.
oh, what are
Yeah,
your...
I like the idea of another like Slayer cave, like Kel said. It's been a while since Catacombs was released.
I feel like it would be hard to make something better than the Catacombs.
Yeah, without making it too OP so that no one uses Catacombs anymore. It's like such a hard thing to balance.
Thoughts on Hunter Guild, since we are on the topic of Varlamore?
Already meta's changing. I mean, DriftNet's impossible to beat, right? Surely.
Pretty much for efficient players.
Yeah. Not that I
Sad.
endorse DriftNet. I hate it, cringe. But I'm pretty sure it is probably the strongest multi-skilling thing in the game, right?
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
with artifacts.
I don't think Hunter. I think Hunter's far gone. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Hunter Guild. That's my thoughts. I don't think anything of value can be really added.
Yeah, I don't see any point in it really.
Plus from it. Yeah.
Luchin Chomper type.
Crystal Chins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think DriftNet being in the game and just being effectively just too OP, like it's just gonna be dead content on release for like skillers, and don't see too many prospects for Iron Man either.
Yeah,
There's already
probably-
just like there's so many things to do for Hunter already, so I really don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, you have the
So many
birdhouses
ways to
for
tackle that
Iron
skill
Man.
already.
Yeah, I feel like
Chance,
everyone's
there's
just
that.
doing birdhouses. Like, I don't know, maybe they just aimed like at the lower levels, because like some of the lower level stuff is like really bad. Like if you don't do birdhouses, you're just doing some.
Yeah, the skill does suck early on new accounts.
Yeah,
I mean, I hope they're not gonna like the hunter kill stuff isn't just gonna be like hunter contracts and like all the Ironmen just blow glass while they're running to the new location. Like that's what they always do.
yeah.
That's probably gonna end up happening.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely hope they're not gonna add like anything hunter contract type of thing, or at least in a sense like farming contracts are implemented.
Yeah, I don't think you're pre-planting any hunter contracts.
I mean, you're pre-setting the traps. So. You go to Narnia and just place a box trap and just come back like 50 minutes later. So, like all in all, I think it's maybe a little pointless update, but it could have some interesting stuff.
Well, the rewards are interesting. It's got the moths and the meats as well.
Yeah, like the new cooking type of stuff.
Oh yeah, they're adding like weird food,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah, it just like heals like slowly over time or something.
Yeah, like you get like 16 HP back, and then after a while, if you don't eat a new one, you get like 7 extra or something.
It's kind of interesting.
So, like how useful it actually is, like it's
Yeah.
completely different.
Probably not very. Should we just go this one? Should every skill have a guild? Should we add more guilds? What about a max guild? What do you guys think?
We have one. It's called the Crafting Guild. That is the max guild.
Sure.
Get a grand exchange in the crafting guild.
It would be pretty nice having one like the how RS3 has one, like a teleport to all like the good places. But I don't know. Maybe.
That feels super RS3. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit too
I don't know
much.
if it would fit. But no, I thought like when I was playing this like original RS2, I thought like getting the stats to go into to like have access to all of the guilds was pretty fun. Like the fishing and whatever ones they had at the time it was like pretty fun. But like I don't know, I don't think they're anything too special. Most like don't really have that much of a use. Like crafting's only used because it's like 3 ticks from a bank and it's an unlimited teleport. Woodcutting's only used because the redwoods are there. And then I don't know, farming guild is probably like the biggest because it made like the actual skill like 4 times faster. I don't know.
Yeah, they are pretty like useless. Except crafting and farming.
Yeah, I mean farming guild on 07 is like pretty active. So, but as for every skill having a guild, like would you really care for like an attack guild or a strength
I was
guild?
literally gonna say that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like or
I think
a
every
defense
skill is
guild.
a
Oh,
little
they got the
much.
Warriors Guild,
Yeah,
bro.
it's the
That's
We have
Warriors.
Warriors
Yeah.
Guild, yeah.
There's attacking
But,
strength, yeah.
I think the farming guild is actually a pretty good update. It actually unburnt me from farming. I used to hate farming, but I like that. I like that update. I know it like kind of devalued a bit, but I still like it. I think it's really well made and thought out.
I don't know. Farming contracts were the thing that cleared me from reg iron. So
But doesn't it kind of like make Tuna Mill all reg iron a lot more feasible?
yeah, for
Not
sure.
like unattainable.
I mean, it was pretty attainable. Well, not really, but definitely like got a lot of hours.
Yeah.
I think the Fossil Island was the biggest one back in the day, like having ultra compost and
Yeah, definitely.
faster wood cutting stuff. So
Yeah, I think Hunter Guild is fine. I guess it's the only gathering skill without a guild at the moment. But yeah, as long as it doesn't box people off like Farming Guild does, and yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's mostly gonna be like some mid-level Ironman update, the Hunter Guild. Like, Farming Guild is also like useful for like a higher level Ironman too, but because of the farming contracts. But uh, like for actual training methods, unless they nerf driftnet, which I kind of hope, like like there's just no way like any main skillers will like touch that content seriously. So
Driftnet has needed to be for about 5 years or however the hell long it's been out. That shit is crazy. I think it's way too OP.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever gonna touch it though.
so should we move on?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Thoughts on the Chamber of Serik changes? I have no clue about this. I've never done chambers. So, somebody else can talk about this.
Yeah, I'm dead weight on this one. You take it away, boys.
I
PDM
think
class.
that most of the stuff that was pulled is like pretty good. Chambers, for the most part, is like pretty clunky. Like it compared to the other two raids, like it hasn't had a lot of love from like the updates or like anything like that for a long time. I think like it was so bad like at one point, and then it was whenever Mod Kieran went on like a couple raids with some e-girls, like he finally realized how bad it was, and we finally got like the first batch of updates. But like ever since then, that's nothing, and that was like 6 years ago. But I think the changes are really good. Like the CM Udar one is pretty big because you could play that room completely perfect and still get destroyed by both Mudadals. And then I think the fact that nearly every boss now will drop an overload really helps for like regular ones. You can pretty much run any scout now, so it's not like you don't really have to pay for scouts, or I guess that's getting removed because of the other changes that are coming. But it just makes like any sort of scout runnable, which is pretty nice. You don't have to like waste a bunch of time. You can just do anything.
Yeah, I definitely like the overload, adding overload to other bosses, because like only having oval from Mutadal and Tecton just meant that like you want to do, if you're running like no preps, you just want to do layouts that have either Muta or Tecton in them.
Yeah.
But from what I remember from the blog post, it was mostly like small quality of life type of stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
stuff like the stackable kindling and stackable grubs in the thieving room is pretty nice too. Like you don't mess your inventory up as much if you like accidentally mess up deposit and all. Pretty nice. I think I think pretty much all of them were good changes.
I think that's a general positive feedback from the high level PVMers. I think it's normally fine to let in.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's been 2 or 3 Chambers QOL updates already, and I think they've been very successful. Like, everyone normally likes it whenever they do stuff like that. I think QOL for raids is really good, always. Improvements they can make is always perfect.
For sure.
Coming.
Yeah, and like making scouting less relevant is always
That's really
good.
too.
Yeah, like sure you can be a little bigger about layouts, but if you just want to send raids, like you like maybe like ideally you wouldn't have to scout at all, but like even if you could like do like a decent raid, like find a decent raid like in like a couple scouts, that's already like really good.
I dislike it. It devalues my Cox KC.
Unlockers.
No, I think
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I like the changes. I think they're really nice QOL updates, especially the one with Mutadal in challenge mode, because that's always been a coin flip, and yeah, I just don't agree with that kind of mechanic. Yeah, it's more consistent now. It'll be interesting to see the speed runs as well.
I love watching CM runs. They're actually really fun.
Yeah.
It was like Mario, kind of. Just like same thing every time, pretty much. Very. I guess there's a lot of RNG, but like once it gets off the ground, it's
Yeah.
less RNG.
Okay.
I enjoyed doing chambers. I think it's got a good learning curve, learning ohm, different methods to kill ohm. I definitely enjoyed doing that for PVM.
All right, let's move on to forestry. What do you guys think? Worst update ever?
Oh,
Nightmare.
They're definitely up there on the list of worst updates.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
them splitting it into two parts was just so weird. I don't understand, and like, I don't know, it was just so bad.
And both beta testing just not happening was already like super sus. So.
Yeah, and part two is just nowhere to be seen.
I think it's supposed to come out next week.
Yeah, I've heard like it's it's
Okay.
coming next week. So
That's good.
I think what they're adding is the two-handed axes
And bonfires.
and bonfires. Oh, AFK fire making.
I'm very excited. I really don't want to do fire making.
Let's fire make, brothers. Rippedy rips to the Portuguese. He has been permanently banned by drawing the Da Vinci Code too many times.
Fortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Deserved for selling his account 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2
that
years
too.
later, finally. Oh, it took 2 years, you know.
But on forestry, I don't exactly remember how the two-handed axes work. They used to have like some run energy
Yeah,
mechanic.
they scrapped that.
Yeah, they scrapped that. So
I think you just have to have like the rations, and then you're fine.
yeah,
the entire
so,
history of the 200X is just so tragic. Like they're just scrambling to make it useful. And now, at least for mains, it's just a 10% XP buff, and you
Yeah.
get less logs. Like, nice job, lads.
yeah, just a straight up buff.
So it's just a buff to redwoods, isn't it?
It's
No,
buff to
it's gonna-
everything.
Yeah, buff to everything. Takes
Everything,
as well.
yeah.
Oh.
You get
Plus
more
dropping
XP.
more AFK,
Yeah, pretty
Oh
much.
my
more
God.
XP.
Classic.
So
No,
for
no.
Iron Man, it'll be a pain, I think, to get the rations. I don't know exactly how you make them, but for mains, you can just buy like a massive stack, and you never have to think about it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you wanna use those anyway for a 1.5 tick, so. Yeah, I don't know, like
And
only,
that's just the axe too. Like, there's just so much bad stuff with forestry. It's crazy.
I mean, I've done it a little bit on the alt, and like it's not actually that bad itself, but it just doesn't feel like woodcutting at all. And like, I mean, I feel like the social aspect is just an excuse to make everything OP, but like, I don't know, like how I'm like. How this is social woodcutting, or like what the hell their idea was. Like, I just don't get it. It's just, well, basically I just went to Prifdiness use and AFK, and then the fucking rune light flashed, and whenever there was an event, and just clicked a bunch, and that was about it. Like, not much to it really.
Good update.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it like broken on release where you could use alt?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, it was
Wish it
turbo
was better than
broken.
1.5 tick on release.
yeah. I remember DKO just streaming it and hopping world in
Yeah, that stream
trainer.
was beast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think like it was so ridiculous. Like they had like the suggestion of like the teas. That was like the worst thing ever as well. Like one of the buffs from the teas was that you get a higher rate of superiors. Like it's just like, I don't know. It was so ridiculous. Just everything about
Yeah, something
forestry
for clues too. It's just so weird.
It was like not related to woodcutting at all, and I'm really glad they scrapped it because I feel like teas are just like, they felt like ores in RS3. Like,
Yeah.
I really hope we don't go that way.
Yeah, and I'm also very glad they scrapped that instantly. And shout out to Hebox for making the video.
Yep.
About that. Actually like was kind of was like actually worried about the state of the game if they're gonna add stuff like this. But they thankfully they didn't. So,
That was
but
definitely a W.
yeah, but it's not the first time they've tried to add this kind of stuff. Like when they added the new troll quest, making friends with my arm, or is it called that? I think.
Yeah.
My Arms Big Adventure, or which
No,
one?
no, that's
That's the first
OG
one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the OG one. Yeah, making friends with my arm, but they wanted to. They pulled like adding similar stuff back then, with the fires, like you could get increased chin chombas and stuff. So
Yeah.
Dog update.
yeah,
Dude, that was a great update. You don't get drained anymore when you go into God Wars.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that was the only thing that actually came of it.
yeah, pretty much. And a couple light sources, like if you're killing mole, you don't have to. Well,
True.
probably bring in the max cape anyway, but still.
Okay. Anything else on Forestry?
Yeah, remove it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wish
Go
you
back.
they could remove it, but I think it's too late at this point.
Okay. Moving on. Is skilling dying? What do you guys think? Is there gonna be any skillers in 2 years?
Haven't you seen Shooting Stars?
I mean, yeah,
True.
skilling's truly
Everyone's
popping,
doing it.
Yeah, true.
Killing is so much alive.
Yeah, everyone loves mining now. Skilling saved. We're back.
Do you guys think every skill is gonna turn into just like AFK, like idle? Like nobody's gonna train any skill anymore because everything is just like idle now in like 2 years or something.
I don't know. They seem like kind of hesitant about the stuff. I feel like with Stars, it was kind of an exception just because it was like a knee-jerk reaction to the Reddit mob. But I don't know. For the most part, I feel like they're, kind of conscious about what they add into the game, even if they don't really know what they're doing.
Some people will always just want speed though,
Yeah.
to get the mining level faster, so they'll do a bit. So I feel like that's good hope at least. I just hope the 20 stuff doesn't become high XP an hour. That is where it's into bad territory.
Yeah. As
As long
long
as it's piss low XP an hour, I think it's kinda okay. It's still
Yeah,
shit,
I
but
agree.
like it's like not changing the stuff.
yeah, exactly. Like as long as the AFK stuff is like balanced.
Keep it pretty tame and it'll be okay.
Yeah. No, not high XPR, not good profit. It should be fine, and not like a 25-minute AFK either. Just keep it like less than 5, and it should be fine. But as for skilling dying, I don't think it will go away completely. It has died down quite a bit, like the past
Really
couple
died
years.
down when
Yeah, actually, yeah, like really died down. I think when top page got filled. at least for mains.
Me, it was when Zulu got banned on Twitch. That was when it died for me.
True.
Bring the boy back. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah. Nothing related to HelloFresh or anything.
No, bro, nothing wrong. Bring him
Or,
back.
Baseless accusations.
Yeah. But I also heard something about 3K in Bitcoin, but that might just be a rumor. So.
No, that was for the charity.
Oh
for
yeah,
him.
yeah. That was for the charity. This is true.
Oh boy.
But
Yeah,
like,
I think it's natural, just because there's less competition for ranks. So at least the high-level skilling communities is not as popular these days. But I'm hoping that sailing would probably rejuvenate that. I'm just being optimistic.
I think for a short term, definitely.
yeah, that definitely will for a little while.
But I don't think long term it's gonna like bring in like some new wave of people who are gonna be interested in like efficient skilling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll definitely never see like the days of like fantasy HP and like that kind of boss, but there will always be people who play for like post 99 XP.
Yeah, I agree. It's just gonna be way more casual, but I think there's still a lot of fun methods in the game and still new players coming in. So
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it. Isn't mining in a good place before shooting stars, like in terms of different
Yeah,
methods and
Also one of the most protected skills, though.
yeah.
That too, yeah.
I think it is like it was in a good place. Like maybe we can skip to the question we got from Twitter. Most balanced skill in the game. What do you guys think? Is mining?
Definitely mining.
Oh
I
yeah,
would say.
mining.
Before shooting stars. No, it's
Yep.
like a bit different, but like it had like a good range for and balance for like XP an hour and effort needed. Well, volcanic mine is kind of on the edge, maybe a little too much XP an hour for the like actual amount of effort you have to put in. But like you have amethyst, which is like piece XP an hour, but like for the AFK, you have to click like once a minute or something. But it's like a nice mobile method for some people. Then you have MLM, which is like less AFK, bit more XP an hour. Then you have VM. Well, Blast Mine is dead content now, but VM not still like well, it's pretty down AFK. But not gonna lie, but it's not like the highest XP an hour. And then you have 4G, which is like high effort, high reward.
Yeah, I like where mining was at before shooting stars. It changes my perspective now, which is unfortunate. But I'm sure, like, people who still want to do granite, they will do it. But just makes the skill less impressive.
I think like all of the fast skills or all of the skills that have like fast methods, like I feel like the balance of them, like it just doesn't matter because it's so fast that like nobody even like thinks about like the balance of like crafting. Like it's just like you should make the black dehad bodies or
Just make them. That's it.
Yeah, I mean there's just no like
Binary.
nobody's gonna ever complain about fucking crafting being a bad skill or something because it's just so fast.
I don't know,
Even
man. People
though it
will
is
complain
like
about Khan, and that's a mil an hour.
yeah, like I feel like construction is a terrible fucking skill, like but it's so fast that nobody cares to complain.
Imagine we had to do 2,000 hours of prayer.
Imagine.
Some of us do.
Done.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Iron Man.
No, but like 2,000 hours of just gunning the bones on the altar, bro. Holy shit.
No, yeah, no, not any of that. I mean, in a way, I think cooking is like sort of balanced for mains. Like you have one tick around ones, which is like, well, it's like a meal an hour, but it's like high effort. It's not a very hard method, but it's still high effort. You have to pay attention, and then you have like AFK options being 0.5, bake by, and well, I guess some people still do wines.
Crazy people only.
Crazy people.
It's
I'm
just
not
pies
crazy.
only. That's the pie skill.
The pie blow.
There's a guy at the pond doing baked pie and barrel
Oh
food.
yeah,
Is that actually EHP?
probably
Yeah,
Not
not.
far off.
Probably not.
0.9 or something, I think.
Yeah.
Looks stupid as hell.
It
Though.
looks cool though.
It's a unique method.
Makes no sense. Okay, what do you guys think about them recycling the Halloween event? This was a real shocker for me. I do the events every time, and getting a recycled event. This was a horrible year for me.
That it's over.
Unlucky.
What year?
You will never recover from this.
Yeah, and they're talking about recycling the Christmas event as well. So
Yeah, I think it's pretty egregious that they put that on the what is it, the Summer Summit? They hyped up the Summer Summit for being so big,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
like
true.
two of the things with the Halloween event and the Christmas event, and they are just recycled content.
dude, actually, what the fuck?
Like I was actually looking forward to the Summer Summit because I thought like some insane things was going to be announced, and one of them was Dead Man, one of them was leagues, and two of them were just events, like holiday events. And those two events have just been recycled. So I don't know.
Recycled events, recycled leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In a way, I can kind of get why they want to do that, like so they can focus on like quote unquote more important stuff. But I mean, I don't really have an opinion on this because I rarely do the events. Like only done the Halloween event a couple times, Christmas event once, I think. But other than that, like it's just been there. Never really paid attention to it, so
Yeah, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. It's for like the emotes or whatever, but that's it.
Yeah, I didn't really care. I thought it was funny, everyone reacting to it being recycled, but that's kind of it.
so dumb.
It is ruined.
yeah. And instead of the nice Halloween events, they're gonna make forestry too. So
Yup.
Okay, will you play the new Leagues? Leagues is coming out. Do they have a date for it?
Is it November? Sometime in November?
November
Yeah.
15th, I think.
Yep, middle of November.
Anyone gonna play it?
I won't be playing leagues, but I'll definitely be watching people play it. I think it's nice to see some theory crafting. Yeah, it's just something new to see.
I'll watch some Discord streams. That's probably pretty much it.
Yep, I will not be playing.
WoW.
Temporary game modes are not it for me. I do not see any point in them. Like, I'll probably complete one down in the future just for the Dragon Trophy, like just to have it. But temporary game modes, I think, are pretty pointless. You just buy all the rewards afterwards.
Yeah, I played like one of them at some point. I don't remember which one, but it was just like fun for like 10 hours and then it just got boring and I just quit. I don't know. I'm not gonna play this one, but I'll just watch some streams. It'll be interesting, good content.
They're
I think.
extremely popular though. It's crazy.
Yeah,
The noobs love it because they can hit like 50s and stuff. They are not limited to rune armor and rune scimitars.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have all the like the cool and weird stuff with the relics and I don't know too much about the like I barely followed the previous leagues, but like just seeing like people just two shouting bandos was like pretty cool. So
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I think I'm pretty much on the same boat as I won't play myself, but I'll probably watch a little bit.
Yeah, I won't play either, but I might watch some streams. We'll see.
Could take a couple more questions before ending.
Yeah, we got a few from Twitter. We got this essay of a question here. Skilling purists have said for years that the highest rate method should be the least profitable. Given the inflation of resources and GP from PVM over the years, do you think this mindset should shift?
So, in other words, like people have said in the past, that like the best XPNR method shouldn't be profitable. And what do you think?
I see no issue with like putting in the effort to being rewarded. Like, I don't mind that at all. I also think like the skilling purist mentality is like very like dumb. Like everyone that has had that, none of them have finished the game. They all burn out around like 5k up. So
Yeah.
I do not care what skilling purists say.
Yeah, true.
I agree. Low. I think Sepulture is a good example of this. Sepulture is really good. I like the XP. I think it could be lowered a little, but I think it's fine. I think the reward is fun. Makes it more exciting to go do it for hours on end. Might get a couple rings, you know? And then doing it for 200 mil, you make a shitload. So it's really cool.
Yeah, and there's a high skill ceiling in that content, so it's not like...
I think it's the best entry into going for 200 mil all right now. If you want to start from a max cape, I think Sepulture is the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Fun, money.
Yeah,
hard skill sure. Getting done. A lot of hours. Good stuff.
But yeah, I mean, getting more high intensity skilling methods that have like a high skill gap but are more profitable. I think it would be cool. Like, I feel like I really would like more skilling updates like SEP, but I just don't think they're gonna like put the dev time into like adding those. I don't know. I feel like they're not a priority. But would be really cool.
Yeah, and from like a business point of view, like it would make most sense to cater to like the lower level players. So they add like methods for like level 50, level 70, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think like it's the effort versus reward is more important than like having the best XPNR method like be not be profitable. I think that's just like the old community nonsense. The best method shouldn't be profitable.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind at all if they added some like new high skill expression methods that are profitable. I'd rather get new content like that than something like forestry.
Yeah, and like well, as Fico said said earlier, that would really like to see like high intensity methods. Like I think the devs are a bit afraid to like actually like have like where you actually have to put effort. Like for example, Tickmanup's skill level of effort.
Yeah, I mean they definitely can make like content like that. Like SEP is such a good example, but would be really cool to like see if they could. Like I think Artifact is like another like that's like if they like expanded upon like Artifacts and made it like a better like a thieving minigame style like SEP, like would be like super cool.
Then again, you don't actually have to click that much in SEP. Like most of it is just like being good with timing,
Yeah,
and
true,
like
true.
the actual APM isn't that high.
Yeah.
Especially on the lower level floors, you just click to Narnia and run for like 10-15 seconds.
Anything else on that? Guess not. Maybe we'll just go one more question. Favorite methods? Everybody say one method. I will say, I'll say SEP.
I agree. SEP is the best method in game by
Black
far.
chinchompas. As fuck. I love
For
black
me-
chins.
For me, it would be 4G, such a beast method.
I would say barbed wire. It is like
I haven't tried that. I want to try that actually.
if you know cut it, you can do barbed wire.
Yeah, I don't doubt I can do it. I just haven't tried it.
The candy method is like a bit different and more difficult, but when you get that done, it's actually like you feel like Thanos when you're doing that method.
Yeah.
What about Andre?
For me, it's SEP.
Well, the SEPs have it.
SEP is definitely a very solid piece of content.
Yeah.
Like if barbed wire wasn't the thing, like I would say SEP as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to SEP.
Money skill, baby.
Yup.
Dollar bills.
We have a question from the chat, aka Enlen. Who would be on your Mount Rushmore of skillers?
A question from my Twitter, you mean?
Your Twitter. Which 4 people would you pick?
I think Eli, Borasi, Moxie, and Xem.
The Finnish
Little biased, I think.
to the home country?
For me, I would say Sean Bay, Speed, Vyor. Who am I missing? There's got to be someone that I just can't think of. It's just cracked. Blind Idiot? Yeah, let's go with him.
Ooh,
My partner in crime.
partner in crime.
My duo for the EHP leaderboards. Me and him climbed up pretty much side by side the whole way.
For me, I'd say, well, definitely Sean Bay. Then would be Eli, Yor, and you, Belly. I would go with those 4.
I will go for Harmony with a Y, Harmony with an EI, Bior, and Lynx Titan.
Future rank 1, by the way.
Maybe.
For me, I'd say Vior, Bailey, Avox, and Autumn Elegy.
Actually, I gotta admit that Autumn Elegy, this was like way back in the day, but like 2016, but he was the guy who got me into skilling.
Yeah, it was the same for me.
He's cool, man. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is very likable.
He still doesn't follow me on Twitter, though.
I enjoyed his
That's myself.
collection
Look it up,
or completionist series back when he did that. That motivated me to do some completionist stuff.
early mining and fishing was really sick. He's still pretty base nowadays too, even just playing like free to play.
For me, it's Acid Soul, Linked Titan, AJ, and Sean Bay.
Ooh. Shout out to AJ. Hopefully,
Shout out AJ.
Hopefully he'll finish 200 mil all.
It'll take a
Will,
long.
bro. He
Before
will.
sailing, maybe?
I definitely gotta respect his grind. Like he's like played for so long, and like being like turbo busy with IRL and kids and wife and job and whatever, and just still like squeezing in the playtime.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's been playing like very recently, but like still like I don't know, like how do you find the motivation to play for like 2 hours a week?
He's on a 0 though, according to Hebox Jonge.
Oh yeah.
Dude, who do you think is going to finish first, AJ or Oscar?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Turtle race, caterpillar race.
I think AJ is
I
going to
doubt
pull
they'll
it out
finish
the
it
bag.
before sailing.
Yeah, they're
Probably
going to
not.
add new
Not
skills too
with current
fast.
trajectory.
I think the servers are gonna shut down before Oscar finishes. So
Yeah.
I think one more question.
Yeah, let's do this one first.
Yeah. So guesses for top 3 when sailing drops, assuming like there's not gonna be any grace period for like old ranks, and it's just gonna be like new high scores.
Save your Hebox, Tom DeBomb. Your Tom Hebox. Tom second.
And he box is asking for is this his cap or no? Yeah, I think he box needs to start playing more.
Just log in, bro.
Yep.
Do it.
Just gotta start making some money.
I'm not doing it.
No, hey,
That
box.
got nothing to do with me. Link's Titan.
Definitely not links. I think mine, in no particular order, because I just my, like, I think will be top 3. I think Fest LT has a really good chance. Rodney, if he drops the UAM. And then one that I don't think I've heard anyone say before, but I think would be a really good contender would be Zunkra, because he will be finished by the time sailing comes out.
True.
Oh, true.
Zonker is cracked too.
He's
Yeah.
kind of cracked.
That dude is nuts.
Yeah, Sunkra is actually a very good one. I've never really thought about that. Because my
Man with the money.
yeah, that's true. That's true. If sailing is gonna go like if there's like a viable aspect to it, then like Sunkra has like a really good shot. But I would say Fast LT is one of the people.
I agree, yeah.
Iron Higer, if he's not like if he's going back to the retirement or going back from the retirement and finds the motivation to compete, and third one, either Rodney Farva or Vior, but if Vior finds the time, I think he's definitely going to be in the top 3. Maybe even rank 1.
Probably top 1, I think.
Yeah, top 1 sounds about right.
I think it's coming home.
Yeah.
I would say Vior, Fast LT, and if the Iron Man methods are the same, then I would say Iron Higer.
No love for DK.
Who?
No, he curved us today.
Talking about the Hey Jace of Iron Man?
Yeah,
Guy
rank
who
2.
calls in sick on the podcast?
He's got a sore throat.
I'm calling him Hey Jace for the rest of his life now, by the way. Enjoy that, bud.
I mean, he may work full time, but he. Yep. Pretty much. That was DK in the morning when he called for the sore throat.
I'm gonna go for D-Box, Vior, and some random.
I'm random.
Yeah,
Yep.
bro.
That's
Random.
beast.
I guess.
Some random.
Some second page rando.
Yep.
I
I think if Iron Man XP is not too far of main, possibly 5th hardcore, because I think he'll be finishing 200 mil by then. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I would probably lean more towards Higer or DK. Then again, DK works full time, though it doesn't really mean anything for him. So the money share is always there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say Vior is rank 1. You know, that's the only thing that matters. And probably like Fast LT and Rodney. Zunkra is a good shout. That would be interesting. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I feel like it's hard to say now, though. It'll be interesting to watch, though. I guess we're ending it on that then. Maybe last shout-outs. Everyone give a shout-out to somebody.
Shout out Zelper Zarbin,
Who?
your beast.
Oh, bro.
Probably not listening, but there you go.
I will shout out DG Ho. He got poisoned by Randy.
Bro.
Sore throat. I will launch a
Randalicious.
full
What did
investigation
you
Oh,
on this.
speaking of Randy, do your podcast live, pussy.
Yo,
Yup. The OG way, not some editing bullshit.
yeah, I want to shout out my neighbor on the mining high score plundering.
I would like
Anyways.
to shout outs to Jobba and Whack.
Who?
Exactly. Under knows them. But,
I know.
yeah.
I guess I'll do mine. I didn't realize how close he was to finishing, but Zunga has 20 mil to go until 200 mil, so he'll be my shout out for the next up.
Big.
One hell of a player.
Let's go.
I'm going to give a shout out to Error Occurred for sacrificing himself to kick up a storm on mining skill. So shout out to him for shaking up the mining skill.
Also, a shout out to Adam Jr. for the mining skill. But I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for being on the podcast. And goodbye.